elusive man, Commander? I figure you've got a few words for him, too.
I sure do. Jerk.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Cut the act. You set us up and you better have a damn good reason for it.
We needed information on the Omega-4 relay. That required direct access to collector data. It was too good an opportunity to pass up.
Agreed. But I don't like surprises, especially when my ass is on the line.
I put you at risk, yes. But without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
You have one job: information. If I can't trust your intel, you're useless to me.
It's never that simple. You of all people should know that.
I know that I'll be a lot more careful. With the collectors and with you.
This is no time for petty grudges. Things are about to get a lot tougher. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced Identify Friend-Foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where'd you find a derelict Reaper?
An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target, a 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I only believe you because I doubt you'd repeat yourself so soon.
It's no less a risk, Shepard. We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they'd boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the collector databanks. Necessary risk.
He tries something like that again and the collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is gonna work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the collector homeworld based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
Edie doesn't make mistakes. The collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the collectors don't have that kind of technology.
No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay. a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
This thing is our best shot at getting through the Omega-4 relay. We have to try.
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the Collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
Building a team only gets us so far. If we want to stop the Collectors, we need to get that IFF. That means checking out the derelict Reaper as soon as possible.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Of course I'm gonna say no to whatever crappy idea Miranda comes up with. Jeez. Maybe we ought to build our team first. Stupid Cerberus cheerleader.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can't... Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Does knowing how the Protheans fell tell us anything useful about how to stop the Collectors or the Reapers?
Not yet. More useful as motivation. Effects on Protheans more than indoctrination, body modification. No self-preservation instinct. Old injuries not healed, no reproduction, just cloning. Technology overriding biology, not augmenting. No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in Collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
Wait, patter songs?
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Salarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know as a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Salarian.
I just love his singing. Just love it.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Salarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
You blame the Salarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight. Technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone. Worked out aggression. Been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Salarians came. Disrupted Krogan culture. Used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
Now, humans... This is interesting. Humans had nuclear technology 20 years before we landed on the moon, give or take. And he's talking like the Krogans had nuclear technology for maybe centuries before they had spaceflight technology. Maybe they're talking about intergalactic or intragalactic space travel, but, you know, still kind of interesting.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Morden, you're awesome. Of course I'm going to include you. Okay, so I've got to do some... I need to find some stuff out in the Great Black Wild and upgrade all of this stuff that I need to get, because I'm starting to, you know, have some issues here. Shields take 20% less damage, that's nice. All of these things I would really like to get. They make exploration so much easier. I'd really like to get the cane. Let's see. I'm also going to change my advanced training here. Might as well show you this menu just again. I only wanted to show that ammo power for pretty much one episode. I'm going to try out the flashbang grenade. I don't really like using grenades very much, but this one I did some research on. It's actually kind of interesting. So once you've gone and done that, you've got to go and upgrade it. Okay, so I got 4 points to spend. Don't have very many places to spend them, so that's great and all. So let's just upgrade that there. Alright. What about you?
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
We would have found a way without any help from an AI.
I'm sure you're right. You seem to do the impossible. But still, the elusive man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander. Commander,
Okay.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Let's take a look. From Lorik Keen. Commander Shepard. I've come to have a lot of balls in flight, as you humans say. It was brought to my attention that you're still around, working on something secret. Frankly, I hope that whatever you do keeps you far away from Noveria this time. But if you must come back and, upset the fruit cart, let me know and I'll clear a path for you for old time's sake. A pleasure as always, Laura Keene, Administrator, Port Henshan. You're too small! From Morlin. I am sorry, my mate. I leave you for a Krogan because you are not endowed as good for your species. Do you fear these words? Morlin's famous shop sells many enhancements online that are not restricted by Citadel trading regulations. Whether you require hormone augmentation, cybernetic enhancement, or genobiotic xenografting, Morlin has many things you will be pleased with. All species and gender order online from Morlin's famous extranet site, hot-linked from this message. Product availability varies by local trade regulations. All 1.0 products require shipping surcharge. No shipping to Omega. Krogan reproductive organs not available. Other restrictions may apply. Freaking junk mail. To Grunt's commander from Shaman Erdnot. I hate these things, but you need to hear this. You're part of Grunt's Krant, and you're his leader, so keep him alive. Here I have to stay polite, play the rule, but our people are dying. Krogan have always valued survival over tradition. If we're going to survive as a people, we need your vat-grown Grunt. Okir was a madman, but he was a madman with a plan, and that's more than most have on this ball of rock. So bring him back from your mission. My people need him. If you all get killed, I'll something on your graves, Shaman or not. He's a nice guy. Pragia facility update, Cerberus Intel. Commander Shepard contacting you per elusive man's instructions. He believed that you would want to know that he has ordered Subject Zero's project shut down before the riot broke out. Cerberus personnel arrived to find all guards dead, along with most of the subjects. Any surviving children were treated for injuries, given mild amnesiac treatments, and delivered to the Alliance facilities as survivors of slaver attacks. A few surviving doctors were forcibly retired for their role in the project. Per your report, the facility on Pragia has been destroyed. And back from female camp, from Erdnot Darg. Dear human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Werlock camp. Thanks. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Unless I go into a blood rage or something. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the Blood Pack before this happened. I think I'm going to stay here instead. Erdnot Darg, Scout, 2nd Class. Excellent. We got someone on our side. That makes me feel good about this. So, Morden's alternate is really pretty much the same, which kind of sucks. Grunts is kind of awesome. Look at that. I'm gonna give him this one, because it's kind of awesome. And, of course, Kasumi. Okay, so there's not really much that I have to talk to. But let's go down and talk to Jack. Okay, we are back down on engineering deck. Before I head down to Jack, let's go talk to these 2 people in here real quick. Hello?
I've got green across the board. The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Are you talking about the Normandy or Miranda?
I'm talking about the one that's covered and protected, not bouncing in the breeze.
I don't know. Operative Lawson's uniform is very official. It always makes me stand at attention.
You're such a dog.
Just because. And let's go down and talk to Jack. How are you doing, Jack? You want to kill me still, or are you getting a little better down here?
Hey,
What's happening?
you got a lot of questions, don't you?
If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person. I like you, alright? That's a good place to stop. Hey.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard feelings, but I don't want to play.
I should go.
Whatever.
You know, it is canon that Jack is bisexual, and I feel very upset that there's only an M-Shep romance with her. I don't know. I just feel like we should have as many romantic opportunities as possible. That's just my opinion. Like, I understand Miranda not being an option for FemShep, but Jack? Okay, I actually don't have very many people to talk to, so I went ahead in here.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe. You'll see.
I'm sure. Anyways, I'm not even sure where New Canton is. I know where a lot of the places are, but not New Canton. I don't think we ever go there. Kasumi, what do you have to say?
There you are. Liara Tassoni's got quite a reputation. I've done business with her people before. I hear you and she were an item before. I bet it was hard running into her again after all this time. My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
It's interesting. There's a Cerberus icon kind of etched into the side there. I like that. I kind of like etchings like that. It's interesting. Okay. Thane's got pretty much nothing to say. I might as well just talk to him anyways, because I know he's got nothing to say.
Shepard, is there time to visit the Citadel yet?
Not yet.
I shall return to my meditations.
Yeah. So, you know. Who else do I have? Who else? I have Miranda to talk to. Do you guys have anything to say?
I can't believe the Collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to them? Creepy.
Hey. Miranda, you're a wonderful person.
I have work to do, Commander. Go chat with your friend Jack if you want small talk.
I thought you were stronger than that, Miranda, and smarter. I expect that attitude from Jack, not you.
She's a child. Why would you side with her?
We need her on board if we want this mission to succeed, and I need you to be okay with that.
Okay. You're right. You said what Jack needed to hear. I should have known you were focused on the mission. Every time I think I've got you figured out.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
I'm actually gonna double check to see if that got her loyalty back. I'm not sure if it did. And if it did, I think I might reset from previous save, because I don't want her loyalty. Okay, checking to see what happened there. Team status. Yeah, she's loyal. Alright, so I'm gonna reset from when I boarded the ship. The entire mission should stay the same. All I have to do is go talk to those people again. I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Mass Effect 2 Femshep